This is Mark and Charity's Coffee Podcast.
Mark and Charity Coffee Podcast for Wednesday, March 2nd. We could have done this yesterday, I guess, but March is Nutrition Month. And if you had asked me what month signifies nutrition, I wouldn't have said March. I would have said basketball this March. It was March Madness. It's
I can't
spring.
wait.
But you're going to help me with my beach body today. Some tips on, because groceries are expensive, stretching that food budget a little bit more while not having to spend a lot of money to be healthy. Because that can be more expensive to eat better.
It can be, unfortunately. Of course it is. If you want to eat better, you got to spend a little bit more.
Tomorrow is Throwback Thursday with Burger Revolution. We'll give you our theme and songs, and voting so far is going nowhere we thought it would.
I think you secretly did.
Yeah.
See, you do this. You play it up like, I'll go with this one so you win. And I believe it.
So underhanded.
I feel bad because I'm like, well, no, it's a good song too. And then you wipe the floor with me. And that's what you're doing again this week. I have 3 votes, I think, and 4 votes. I don't want to miss one. And
I got how many?
And a lot.
30 some.
You have a lot.
You give me way too much credit. But off the top, of course, still discussions going on with Russia and Ukraine. And after the State of the Union address last night,
some pretty strong words from the American president.
Yeah, he's winning, quote unquote. Everybody knows that Russia looks bad right now, and he's piling on.
Yep.
Which is anybody that's ever known. That's what you do, because if you let them off the mat, then it could go bad. So we'll see what happens. But we didn't get a chance to fill out everything else that's been going on. We found out today that MasterCard and Visa, cards are no longer accepted when you're shopping in Russia.
No, they pulled it from the banks this week. So if you woke up in Russia this morning and wanted to use your credit card, guess what? Not going to be able to. And that's scary too. And I wondered how. It's scary in the sense, and from the beginning, it's that moment of, and this is really, I would say, my first experience, of course, with anything like this going on in the world, where you put yourself in those people's shoes,
right? And
I don't agree with what Russia is doing, but I feel for the Russian people because I don't believe the majority are backing him, so they're kind of stuck in this. I don't want to even say limbo, but things are happening to them too, out of their control. So to wake up and not have the ability to go to the bank and get your money, or to be able to purchase things. And we're hearing media outlets now, Apple has removed their products, so people can't get any Apple products, and they've removed two stations from their app. I feel for them. I do.
Their media are telling that everything's fine.
Yeah.
Ukraine is a wonderful place to be, and they're our next door neighbor, and everything is kumbaya.
We're doing this for their good, I think, is almost the message.
Yeah. And a number of people in I don't know, North America or the Western world have been tweeting out and putting on Facebook, if you know people in Russia, tell them that their media is lying to them, which is always kind of a scary thing, because we hear that the media lies, and we in the media, we're not really brushed with it, but every once in a while we get emails and texts of people that think we're doing something when we're not. We're sitting here in Belleville telling you how things are in Belleville. We have no agenda. But in the case of when we know that they're being told that we're actually helping them, this needs to happen to save the Russians who are there because the bad Ukrainians are, and blah, blah, blah. I don't even know what the story changes. They keep moving the goalposts almost every day. But they said, let them know, because it's funny if you were to say, oh, okay, and you didn't know what was happening, and you walked into grocery shop for your family and you put your Visa card down and it wasn't taken. And you would think, why? And found out, well, the world's not allowing us to do that because of what's going on in the Ukraine. Well, what's going on in the Ukraine? I thought it was fine. Maybe you would resent the Western world, or maybe it would prompt you to say, thousands of people have been rioting in our streets, and now this is happening.
Over this.
Maybe I'm not being told the truth, because we don't know from the average citizen what it is that they truly believe or are being told. But I love the story, too. You didn't get a shot yesterday, and I apologize.
Well, it bothered me. I had to find it.
The
I really had
Ukrainian
to
vodka story.
I had to search it because we've been talking about the fact that LCBOs have removed Russian vodka from their shelves.
Yeah.
They don't want people buying it. So in its place, there is a Ukrainian vodka, Zerkova, and 100% of all the profits from this particular vodka are going to the Ukrainian humanitarian appeal funds in support of Ukraine.
Right.
So all the sales from Ukrainian vodka, or this particular one, again, it's called Zerkova, going to help refugees and help the Ukrainians as they flee.
Yeah. Now, you don't get a tax receipt. You don't get a charitable tax receipt. It's not the same as Red Cross, but you're getting vodka.
But as we've said all along, it's just one more thing. People have found a way,
right?
And this is how they can do it.
Yeah.
So to help the situation, which just continues and quite honestly, mesmerizes me. I just I listen, I watch.
It's minute by minute. I find I
gosh.
check social media a lot, and I hit the hashtags Russia, Ukraine, because it is changing, and so I don't want to get too deep into it because maybe this afternoon things will change.
Yep.
That's what we're learning, but find a way. Find a way. What else we talked about this morning? March is Nutrition Month. And this year's theme, I mean, it's always sort of a theme, is acknowledging the fact that it is, without a doubt, and I don't think there's any doubt, it's more expensive to eat healthy.
Yes. It always has been.
But all of a sudden now with the inflation and with empty shelves, now again, it's like the price of gas. Now you've got decisions to make when you buy your food, because nobody I know has limitless money. No. So when you go grocery shopping, if you still only want to spend, say, $200 or $300 for your family for the week or for the 10 days, no, that's not going to be about $350 or $375, but you still only got $300. So how can you shop well, still continue to eat well, and do it for the same amount of money? That's kind of the theme this year.
It is. And we spoke to Suzanne Quinlan just before Christmas, and the need certainly has gone up too. Pointed out this morning, you mentioned the prices. So it's increased by 5.7% this January. Highest we've seen in decades for prices of groceries. So it has become more difficult. So they outline 3 ways. I say they. Dietitians of Canada, which are celebrating their 40th year of Nutrition Month.
Salute.
So it's been here, but certainly more people sitting up and taking note. So they say by buying in-season local produce and frozen canned items, you can save some money that way too. So instead of buying strawberries, say in January, wait until they're in season and you can save a little bit more. In the meantime, buy them frozen. Grab them out of the freezer. They're just as good, just as fresh. Frozen, again, canned items, same thing. Choosing the most budget-friendly meat or alternatives, such as legumes. So you might not be, because meat has gone through the roof.
Yeah.
So you might not be able to have it as often. Well, you can replace it with legumes. So these are your nuts. Chickpeas is a big, we love chickpeas. Oh my God, they're good. So just find different ways to get your proteins. Taking advantage of discounts on products which may expire soon, or non-perishable items that can be stored longer. And I look for these stickers.
So do I.
All the time.
And the thing is, I am very, very fortunate that with Steph back in Toronto, it's just Kath and I. So it's easy for me when I'm shopping to look down and see a couple of pork chops, 30% off if you eat them tonight.
If you watch,
Done. There we go. Kath, we're going to have this tonight. Oh, I thought we were going to have that. No, I grabbed this off the shelf. So that's another meal tomorrow looked after that we were going to have today, and something 30% cheaper today.
And even grab an extra one, throw it in the freezer.
Yeah.
There's nothing saying you can't freeze it.
I like to leave it for the next person so they can save money.
But that is way, instead of paying full price for one, you can pay half the price and get a couple and freeze it, put it away, and save some money that way.
Even if you weren't looking to buy, and I know this sounds like, oh, now you're spending more money. No, but
in the
now
long run,
I know. Yeah, exactly.
In the long run, it will come back.
Because we like mushrooms, canned mushrooms, like for steaks and stuff.
Yes.
So when they go on sale for 79 cents, I buy a dozen.
Yeah. And you put them away.
I put them away.
When soup goes on sale.
Yep.
Campbell's soup's a big one for us. When it's on sale, we'll buy a flat.
Yeah, drop
and
it
then
to 49 cents. There you go.
Away you go.
That's the way to do it.
So those are ways to save money. And by doing that too, you also reduce food waste, because many of us I think, are guilty. I know I am guilty of that.
Yeah,
so there's 4 R's to keep in mind for that. Reduce food waste by doing meal planning. And that can also help your bottom line as well. If you plan out your meals, then you're not overspending and then you don't have a lot left over that you're wasting. Replace animal protein, as I mentioned, with plant-based protein. That's where the legumes come in. Recycle veggie scraps to make soup or stock. And reuse foods for eating leftovers.
Mm-hmm.
And I know a few people, and I'm always surprised they don't like leftovers. They won't eat them. If there's things left over, it just goes in the garbage. And I think, but you could get another meal out of that. No, it might not be your first choice, but it's something. Just heat it up at lunch and away you go.
And what shocks me is we all have microwave ovens that were literally...
How many people bought an air fryer over the last 2 years? It has a reheating function. So even if it's something crispy, reheat it, eat it. It's just like it was the first time.
Yeah, I don't... Kath and I said when it's just her and I, if you were to take a look at, like, let's say chicken backs or chicken legs with the back attached, right?
Yep.
Big, and there's like 4 of them in there, but you can get it on sale for like $7. I'll shake and bake up all 4 pieces. Kath and I each have one. We got 2 more for our lunch.
Yep.
Or she'll scrape one off and put it into a salad. It's, I look for things like that. We can get 2 meals out of this one. And again, it's not to be poor or overly frugal. We enjoy it. That's good. That's the way we like to eat our food.
But now you do have to be frugal. You do. You have to think about, because of the way prices are, and it's not just food, gas, housing. We have seen everything go up. Mm-hmm. And unfortunately, I think it does come down to being you have to think about long-term and being possibly a little more frugal and less, what's the word?
Disposable.
Yes. Less disposable with things.
Mm-hmm. Speaking of gas prices, did I tell you why I have cheaper gas prices?
Why?
This is the craziest thing.
What do you mean? Why do you have cheaper gas prices?
Never, ever occurred to me because I would go into a gas station then to get my lottery tickets. Oh,
yes.
So, you bet. I put $50 worth of gas in to fill up the vehicle. Give me 2 lines of whatever's going on that night or the next night. And now that it costs me $60, I don't buy lottery tickets. So if I still just spend $50 and I'm not buying lottery tickets, in the end, I'm kind of saving money. But I'm not saying that gas prices are cheaper. That's better because I know it's a struggle for a lot of people. It is amazing how food prices going up, gas prices going up, that when you begin to make choices where you literally have to live, all things like lottery or frivolous things go right out the window, and I don't miss it. It's amazing how it makes you rethink the way you spend your money when you just don't have a limitless supply.
Oh, yeah.
Like we used to when things were prosper and everything was going. We never used to have to think about it. Now it's like, no, I think I want to keep that $20 in my wallet because I don't know when I'm going to need something.
Exactly. Other than lottery tickets.
Yeah. It's like, well, that's just money at the end of the week. No, there's not always money at the end of the week anymore.
No.
No.
Unfortunately, right now, no.
Yeah. So and hopefully there's this discussion to by the end of March, gas could be $1.70 if they don't calm down.
Closer to $2
in Russia
even.
in Ukraine. Really? Maybe by the summer?
I've heard that too.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Jimmy Hollywood's saying they're thinking maybe $7 a gallon in California next little while. Yeah. So gas prices, food prices going up. Got to find a way. Got to find a way to stretch it. And we're here to help you out with it. And Throwback Thursday for tomorrow for Burger Revolution, home of the Shogun Burger.
Speaking of eating healthy.
Oh, you got to go to the website, though.
It's so good.
And take about 15 minutes to just look at it.
And I'm not saying it's not healthy, but there's a lot of burger.
There's 2 meals in that one. The Shogun, it is Japanese style, and it's not a beef burger. It's pork.
It's pork. It's like breaded pork.
Breaded pork.
Cheese, like a spicy cheese, a Japanese barbecue sauce, and mayo with tomato, lettuce, all the fixings that you want. But the bun, it looks like schnitzel. Like it looks like a giant piece of schnitzel on top of a bun.
The bun doesn't cover half of it.
No, it doesn't.
Put it on your dashboard halfway. You have to roll the windows down. It's like it touches everything. It's enormous. So check that out. We've got one-hit wonders of the 90s.
Yes, we do.
And I saw a list where that was your idea for it.
Yes.
But then I said, well, I want to make sure I pick a good one. So I Googled one-hit wonders of the 90s, and like multiple lists came up. But virtually all of them had
Yours at number one?
Chumbawamba's Tub Thumping at number one. And I said, well, that's annoying. So I'll pick that one because I like Charity's song. And now Tub Thumping
This
is
is where I think you're
it.
diabolical, though, because
Yeah.
I think secretly you're like, oh, this is going to kill, which it is. You are leading in votes, as I mentioned.
By like a lot. So we need people.
And I remember it was popular.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
it's one of those songs that then after a while it becomes a joke. Nobody wanted to hear it anymore.
Well,
And
clearly
apparently now,
everybody wants to hear it.
yeah, it's like 25 years is enough time. Maybe we should bring it back.
We have forgotten.
Yeah.
So yes.
Breakfast at Tiffany's by Deep Blue
Something.
is
Something.
Team Charity today.
Yep.
So you can literally join that small group of people who have voted for that song or Tub Thumping, winning song after the 8 o'clock news tomorrow morning.
I'd say it's I don't want to jinx it, but I dare say it's already the winning song
We'll
for
find
tomorrow
out.
morning.
Tina took us for how much money and beat the bank
$390.
Yes.
She took 7 volts to get to $390.
To get $390.
Oh, I'd say
Made her work for
yesterday's
it.
was more nerve-wracking, and that was what, 3 volts?
Yeah.
But yeah, $390. And she also beat the box office, picking up tickets to see One Republic. So a good day for Tina.
Live Nation will have those on sale on Friday. You can't even buy them yet, but you can win them when you play Beat the Bank for Sandra Hussey of Exit Realty with Mark and Charity Mornings. This afternoon, keep it tuned to 95.5 Hits FM because Emily Cannell is going to play Beat the Bank for you again this afternoon. Then we'll have it again tomorrow morning on our Throwback Thursday, 3rd day of March. Tomorrow's my birthday. No surprises, okay? No surprises. I know it's my birthday, and I'm going to be 59.
I am glad that you
As a
finally admitted
59-year-old,
it.
yeah.
I keep hinting and poking, and you're like,
whatever.
move on.
But then I found out.
thank you for
I found out
actually
yesterday
saying it
as a-
out loud.
As a Catholic, I don't have to fast once I get to 59.
So now you want to celebrate.
So today is Ash Wednesday. Got to fast because I'm not 59 till tomorrow. But then maybe I wouldn't Friday. I don't know. It just sounds like I'm giving up because I'm healthy enough to fast. And I probably should in Nutrition Month back off a few meals. I should probably do that. Mark and Charity Coffee Podcast. Link to our social media site. You'll find it, pretty well anywhere you get your podcasts in North America, not in Russia.
No.
You won't find it there. It's Spotify, Amazon Music, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts. Enjoy it. You can text us anytime, 613-962-0955. Back at it again tomorrow morning on a Throwback Thursday on 95.5 Hits FM. Enjoy your day.